All right, good morning, folks. Welcome to the Coffee Run. Here we go. Let's get it going here on a Friday freaking morning. I'm gonna get my iPad set up here to do the roll tracking. I think it's weird, but we're actually still on the last shooter, right? Remember, we ended the coffee run, the money making part before I started talking, and so I never actually finished the roll yesterday. So the puck is off. The point was 9. We finished it out. I'm just going to come out here and just keep on playing. Same shooter, different day. How about that for a weird thing, right? Let's go out and get her done here on a Friday. Let's do, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do something a little different today, just because I feel like it. Let's get a grand out of here. Let's get a grand in blacks. And let's do a little skill 660. What do you think? A little skill 660. We need like this. We're going to go 150 on the 5 and 9. And we're going to go, the 5 and 9 rather. And we'll go 180 on the 6 and 8. I need to get one more black chip out of there. Like so. There's 80. There's 80. So that's 660, 7, 8, 9,000, right? There we go. There's our 3 and change back. Let's do this. And we can even run it if you'd like to, just because we can. Let's do a little pass line with it here. Come up with the pass line. Let's maybe do a little stack it, don't rack it down here in the pass line. This is strategy day anyway, so let's go out there and just fart around some, huh? Set those hard ways up, and let's see if old Johnny can make some money on a Friday, huh? What do you think? Here we go. That looks like a 516. That's great. I'll leave the pass line sitting here because we're going to pull the top bets down anyway. If we get you 6, then fantastic, right? But we're going to leave the bets up. We'll leave the pass line there. And after the 66 works, which it hopefully will, we'll move it down and leave the pass line sitting there. So here we go. Skill 66, supersized. Still need a 2 or a 12 for the ATS from yesterday. Here we go. That looks like a 1. I see a 1 and a 3. It's a 4. Who cares? 3, 1, 4. Not on it. Not going across. That would have been our first hit in a drawdown today if we had done a drawdown. Let's go. Easier throws. I'm throwing it really, really hard today for some reason. There's an 8. Very hard throws today. 6, 2, 8. Sweet. 6 and a 2. That pays 210. We got to pay it like this. 210. I'm going to drop 10. We're going to press the insides by 220. So we're going to go 50-50 and 60-60 on the presses. All right. So it's going to look just like a skill 66. Those will be at 200 each, the 5 and 9. The 6 and 8 will end up being at 240 each. So I'm going to take the greens and make them blacks so the casino bosses are happy. And there we go. 240, 6 and 8. And 205 and 9. And here's the money shot. Roll tracker didn't do anything, did it? Let me try it again. The roll tracker needs to have the 6. It needs to have the 3. It needs to have the 8. There we go. It just was not connected. Here we go. Money shot, as Brian would say. Money shot. It's a Chuck and Dice. So I see Chuck and Dice in the chat. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. I haven't seen you in a long time. Here we go. That looks like an aces. There's the small. That is the 2-day overnight special small. That's the small blue light overnight special. How about that? There's something you tell your friends about. You've never seen that before. You've never seen that before, right? Let's get a midnight. What do you think? Let's just hit the whole freaking thing over a 2-day stretch. Wouldn't that be awesome? There's the 6. How perfect is this throw? 426. That'll actually end our end the show right there. We got it. Right. We got our paycheck. This is awesome. Up here, 240 pays, as you know, 275, 280 bucks, right? Let's just work the top. I want to show you the skill 66 is so cool, right? When it works, it's amazing. Let's bring it all down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 650, 660 plus the $10 that I had to drop in from my rack, right? There's the 670 that it actually takes. If we can bring that back to the rack. And what does it produce, right? 1, 2, 3, 400, 475, 490, basically 500 bucks, right? When that move works at the regular $10 level, it makes you 50 bucks. When it works at this level, it's essentially 500 bucks and a paycheck, which is awesome. The pass line also wins the 100 bucks because we're on the 6. There's your paycheck. There's your $500 daily paycheck. And again, if I was physically able to do that every single day, you'd never see me again, right? Too bad I can't throw like that every single day, right? But it would be awesome if I could. Anyway, today we win 590 today, which is awesome. So I'll take the 575. There's the 590. I put my money back in the rack, and that's good for Monday. So that was good. We had one day today where we lost the whole damn thing, and 4 days where we won our 500 bucks, right? So we're actually a little bit ahead for the week. Actually, the Jacob strategy yesterday was actually pretty better, I would say. Pretty much better. Let's talk for a minute. Let's go here. I'm gonna have to use my mouse to make this happen. Yeah, there's my stomach. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you're all having a good week. Hopefully you had a good week. I certainly did. We have lots of things to talk about today. I'm going to go kind of quick today, but I want you in chat to be thinking about strategy builds. Today's going to be a fun one. Again, it's Friday Follies, right? No seriousness today. I want to build some strategy with you and just kind of think about the stuff we did the last few days and how we can put them all together. That's going to be the plan here, okay? So Dan, by the way, says, anyone else impressed by Jacob's best hybrid? Now that thing I ran yesterday, right? Hopefully you saw it. I ran it yesterday. I made $2,000 on it yesterday. I had a good throw, but we made 2,000 bucks. It was pretty awesome. I love that thing. It's an interesting approach that he has, as Dustin says, right? It's not just about playing the hybrid. It's about how you manage your rack, right? The rack management that Jacob built into that strategy is absolutely effing amazing. Like that was, again, we won yesterday because of it, right? We started with a $150 dome. I ended up with an $800 dome after building up that one shooter, right? We go out there with $750 across because the dome was so big, and it's all done with profit, right? That $750 across turned into $2,000 like in 4 rolls. No big deal. Pull it all down, hit the dome, walk away a winner. Man, that was I love his thinking on that. I really do, and I think I actually rolled it out correctly. So it was pretty awesome. Yeah, of course, come on naturals are going to kill you. The buckshot kills you. Any don't strategy that happens. Failing that, the way he plays it throughout the regular process is really, really cool. I think that was very, very, very cool, and I had fun playing it. Anyway, let's go to here and talk about a couple things. Happy effing Friday. And what is going on? I got something weird. What is showing in the script? I got 2 things showing down there. What the hell? Go. Bye-bye. There we go. Happy effing Friday. First of all, really good to see Jeff and the fucking boys last night, right? A little bit of Gargoyle, a little bit of Jeff, a little bit of talking common sense. Love that stuff, right? I can listen to people talk about craps all day long. I don't know about y'all. Well, I guess y'all are different than me, but I can't watch people play. Like, I don't like watching crapsy shows. I just don't enjoy it. Sometimes I like listening to people talk as they shoot, I guess, but most of the time I'll just let people just talk. That's why I love casino tiers so much. I love casino tiers because they're just talking, right? Swapping jokes, making fun. I love that, right? I love the vibe and energy that Jeff and Gargoyle and Ed have. They're just such a great trio. It's really good. Love those guys. It was a good show last night. What else happened yesterday? Oh God, Saquon Barkley last night. I mean, I'm an Eagles guy. Dice DJ's an Eagles guy. Oh my God, that dude. What a signing by Philly, number one, if you're a football fan. What a signing by Philly. The guy's amazing anyway, but he just takes it over, man. He's like, you know what? enough farting around here. We're just gonna go, man. That dude just took the whole. It was amazing. I'm in love with that guy, and I loved him as a Giant too. It's one of those guys where when you watch the other team play, like, you're like, man, that dude. Like, I hate the Giants, but that dude, right? Now he's on my team. Love it. What else we had? Oh, the moon. I got to show you some pictures. Ready to see some pictures? Check this out. This is, for those of you who don't know, I've had kind of a bad week. Last week was kind of a bad week for me. The weekend sucked for me. Monday, I had the case of the Mondays. Just have not been myself. I've been in my own head for a couple of weeks now, just not feeling the best about John. And sometimes when that happens, things go in interesting ways, right? People reach out. You have a good day here and there. Today, I woke up I had not seen the DGen video. It's on my to-do list for this morning. I have not seen it yet. I got to see it. That's bookmarked for sure. I want you to see what I woke up to today. This is what, again, I'm having a bad week, and I woke up to this today. You ready for this? Boom. That is the moon outside of off my deck last night. You can see the moon coming up over the mountains are getting snow. It's shining up off the river, right? Pretty cool. Even better though, look at this shot here. It's zoomed in. Look at that thing over top of the mountains. And then we went and took the dogs for a walk, my wife and I. And as we're walking the dogs, of course, this happened. It went behind the mountains like that. Can you imagine waking up to that every day? Just makes me pretty thankful to live where I live, and like things aren't so bad after all. I can't wait to watch this Mad Hatter. I cannot wait to watch Tyson tonight. It's one of those things. Tonight's going to be like the train wreck is coming. It's going to be like a slow motion train wreck, right? I hope it's going to be a great fight. He's 60. I mean, it's not going to be a great fight. But I was telling my wife last night, I read an article. I forget who the guy was he fought last. Whatever his last fight was 10 years ago, whatever it was. The guy's like, and he beat Tyson. He beat him. And he's like, dude, I wake up in this article. He's like, dude, I wake up every day and it still hurts. He's like, he hit me so hard. Like, I still feel it. 10 years later, the guy still feels like his jaw ain't right. You know what I mean? And he has like migraines and shit. Because Mike Tyson is just like getting hit by a cinder block, right? And the power, even at 55 back then, at 65 today, dude is like he's a truck, man. So anyway, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch it because, why not? I mean, it's must-see TV, right? Anyway, let's get to strategy building. And I don't know how much time I want to spend today, but I want you to think about what we did all week. All week long, we looked at different ways to play the pairs, right? Different ways to play the 4 and 10. The 4 and 10, I think, are interesting, right? Same betting them makes money. It's $50 every time, right? Collect one, then press one, right? Go from 25, take the 50, the next one go to 75. Then take 150, the next one, you're up to whatever, right? Like just kind of, play the game, right? You can sister press them. Take the 50 off the 4, make the 4 and 10 both look like 50. Take the $100 win. Next $100 win, make them both look like 100 and bring 200 back, right? You can kind of inch your way up with a sister press, or you can do the DGen flip, goes from $35 to $1,000. You can do the my flip, which is just basically half pressing every single time. Coach Parker's shotgun, the hard way parlays, you can just shoot the moon with it. There are so many ways to play the 4 and 10, right? And again, find your favorite in the list, right? Find your favorite. The 5 and 9, same thing. Same bet 'em, the G Money special, the sister press, the sister squeeze, right? You can double tap them both or separately and regress them back down. Of course, you can go for purples. And the 6 and 8, as we talked about yesterday, to me, are the drivers. You can still press them pretty hard if they're hitting big, but they're actually, I think, more of the grinders. They do all the hard work, heavy lifting. You can even do a tower 6 and 8 as part of something else. So have some fun with them, right? Now, here's what I want to do. I want to look at ways we can create new strategies. Now, I know people, Ed being one of them, right? A lot of people hate the word strategy because it's all bullshit, right? It's all just whatever, right? Strategies to me defined as what? How much money you got out there, where your money is, and what are you doing with it when you win? That's strategy. It's just those 3 elements. That's all it is. Where my money is, how much money I got out there, and what am I doing when I win? That's it. All these things we talked about here are ways to craft a strategy, or ways to put things together that make a strategy. So we're going to do this. I'm going to go to the back view of the table here. And I put about 10 of them together this morning, literally this morning, sitting at my coffee table upstairs. I put together like 5 or 10 strategies, right? You can do the same. These are all right side strategies. Take from that list of different fun ways to play these things, right? And put them together, give them a funny name, and you had built the strategy, okay? Now, for example, I play something called the Philly Special. And by the way, all of these strategies, I would say, are things you should not do until you're out of the hand. These are not ways to get out of the hand. These are ways to say, hey, after I've done the skill 660 or the skill 66, or after I've done the squeeze play, or after I've done whatever, and I'm playing for free, I've won $100 or whatever it is, and I'm playing for free. Now I transition to one of these ways to make actual money, right? So once you're out of, I'm gonna do it from the quarter level only because it's easy to deal. I don't want to have red chips flying all over the place and having to do a bunch of color changes. We'll do it from 160 across. But this will work, what we're gonna do here, at any basic level. Okay, now, one thing, and I'm going to change the 5 and 9, we'll make them look like 40. Right, we'll go to 40 with the 5 and 9. Or you can go to 20. I guess we can make them look like, we'll make them look like 20, make it easier. A little bit less on the pocketbook, okay? So one of my favorite ways to play is the Philly Special. All the Philly Special is this. When the 4 and 10 hit for $50, we flip it. I take the bet to my rack. I'll put the rack out here. I guess I can't. That's my rack. I take the bet back to the rack. I put the win up on the number. If it hits again, it hits for $100. I take the bet to my rack and I put the win up. That's the 4 and 10. In the Philly Special, that's all I do. I just flip the bit every single time. 1 pays 2. I take 1 back, leave 2 up. That's all I do. And I just tell them to flip it and they know what I'm talking about, right? Once we do it once, they got the pattern. It's easy pattern, the 4 and 10, right? That's the 4 and 10 part of the Philly Special. The 5 and 9, I do the G Money. I love the G Money, right? 20 pays 28, right? We drop $2 out of our rack to make it look like 30. Say 30 for 2, the bet goes to 50, right? Boom, it all gets pressed up to $50. That's gonna win you 70, as you know, right? There's $100 profit, there's my 20 bucks back. Rinse and repeat, right? Sometimes I rinse and repeat. I just take the $100, do it again, take the $100, do it again. Sometimes I'll say, that worked once, we're gonna make it look like 40 now, and I'll just keep this in my rack, which makes me have basically a $55 profit plus the quarter I started with, right? Go to 40, 40 pays 56, plus 4, it goes to 100, and then it pays 140, and you kind of build this thing up. That's the 5 and 9. I play the 5 and 9 on the Philly Special with the G Money plan, right? Nice and easy. And the 6 and 8, as you know, I do a sister press, right? 30 pays 36, 35 rather. I drop $1 to make it look like 36. Both bets go to 48. And that's the sister press. The next hit there, of course, pays 56, and I collect. So I press them both, collect on either, press them both. That's it. That's the Philly Special. The Philly Special is just the ways I like to play each number. Super easy, right? And again, that's one example of taking all those ways I showed you the other day, all during the week, all the ways to play, and combining them into something fun. That's Philly Special, okay? We can do another one. I got to get my mouse over here. Hold on a second. I got to walk around the table because I didn't set this up for myself. I didn't set myself up for success here. Let's do that. I got to do that. Wrong direction. There we go. Okay. You can do this one. Okay. Growing, not showing, right? This one is the same basic idea. Okay. But on any one number, let's take the 9 as an example. The 9 pays $35. Okay. We're going to do a single unit press. Now, you can decide what your unit size is, okay? Let's, for argument's sake, say our unit size is $10, okay? We'll say it's a $10 thing. The first hit, go up by 1 unit. Now you're at $35. It pays $49. 35 pays $49. 25, 45, $49. 50 for 1, if you like, right? The next time, on this hit, we're going to press by 2 units. So I'm going to take 20 of that win, and press it up. Now the bet looks like $55. Okay, 55, 50 pays 70, 5 pays 7, it pays $77. So 75, $77. We press by 10, we press by 20. This time you can press by 30 to make it easy. Just make it a quarter. Go to 75 with it, right? The next time 75 pays 105. Now you'd press by $40 more. If you wanted to even it out, just say press it by 50, right? Go up by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, and make this bet bigger and bigger and bigger as you go. Always pulling good money back, right? Always pulling good money back, always increasing the bet size, right? You can single press it. And again, that would work on every single number, right? 4 and 10, you could literally just say, the first time is $50, press by 1. The second time it pays 100, press by 2. The third time it pays 200, right? Press by 3. And 1, 2, and just keep rocking and rocking and rocking. Before you know it, you got $175 out here, right? And you're getting paid $350, right, on this number. That's a cool way to do it. Again, it's an easy way to remember what you're doing and give it a funny name, growing then showing, right? Press by 1, press by 2, press by 3, press by 4. Just kind of keep rolling it through. Nice and simple. Another strategy I thought about this morning was Rico Man, right? How do I recover, right? Let's say we did something. Let's say we lost a couple $100 and we did a skill 66 or whatever it was, and we ended up here. Oh, we got our cross bets that were paid for, but we're still behind in our rack a couple $100, right? What do I do to recover quickly? Well, I think a good way to do it, sister press, right? Let's take a look at the 4 and 10. The 4 and 10 pays $50. Press them both. Either of them wins. 50 pays 100, and come back down, right? There's 150 of the $200 that I lost, right? Work on that way, up and down to recover. The 5 and 9, right? Pay $35. You can make them both look like, put 15, make them both look like 40. Either of them at $40 pays $56. And come back down, right? What does that result in? 50, 75, $90 coming back, right? If you sister press up and come back down, sister press up, come back down, you're not leaving a ton of money out here. You're giving yourself a chance to, on either of them, press them both. On either of them again, bring money back and push it back down. Hell, you could even go, say, I'm going to run really scared and go back down to 10 instead of 25, or whatever you're at, $15 table, and take the extra money back, right? Sister press both numbers. If either of them hits, press them both. If either of them hits again, come all the way back down again. That's a great way to recover from a loss. It's also, coincidentally, a great way to bankroll build, right? It's a slow, steady thing. It's not going to hit you a home run, right? It's a nice, easy way to play with relatively low volatility, but also always pulling money back, right? That's against the Rico Man, or recovery man is what I'm calling that one here, right? Next one I wrote called the GOAT, right? We did this a long time ago. There's no 5 or 9 in the GOAT, right? The 5 or 9 is gone. The GOAT is only the 6, 8, 4, and 10. 4 and 10 at 30 and $15 hard ways. We're going to go with Coach Parker's shotgun on the 4 and 10. We're going to try and destroy them on the 4 and 10. The 6 and 8 are going to be like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're just going to same bet the 6 and 8. We might start single pressing after the first or second hit, but they're just going to bring this money back to the rack. These here are here to pay for those, right? This is where you're going to make your money. You're going to make $60 on an easy 4, right? You'll lose your $15, which is no big deal. You'll put it back. You'll take that quarter and put it back, and you're still got your money back. You're out of the hand. You're out of that number. That number paid for itself on an easy way. On a hard way, though, right? We love the hard way shotgun, right? That pays 60 here, and it pays 105 over there, right? That's not a bad looking win. And then we, of course, go to my favorite level, right? 75 here and 50 on the hard way, right? I still have my money back, right? I still paid for myself. There's my $45. I got 40 in profit and I'm hammering. This is a purple chip. This is a purple chip on a hard 4, right? You hammer the 4 and 10. That's a complete bonus bet. The 6 and 8, just same bet them or just single press them, right? This is a way to take advantage of numbers that sometimes go a little bit insane, right? Take the 4 and 10 as a side bet, right? The GOAT. Why do I call it the GOAT? I named it after Tom Brady because Tom Brady's the greatest of all time, right? Ground game, right? Churning up yards, bringing money back to the rack. Grind, grind, grind. Home run. There's your deep threat. That's it, right? You're going to home run on the outside, same bet on the inside. Who cares about the 5 and 9? Tight ends don't matter, right? That's exactly how that strategy is built. It's got a funny name because it is a funny thing, but I'm just putting shit together that we talked about earlier in the week. Right? I'm just giving different ways of putting money out there names, and it's so easy, right? You can do the outie here, right? Which is no 6 or 8. To say, you know what? I don't even want to grind. We're just going to go balls out, right? The outie here is just playing the outsides, and that's it. The 4 and 10 will actually get them at $35, right? With the 5 and 9 and a quarter, and we're just going to go to purple. We're just going to go to Barneytown. That's it. We're going to go to Barneytown here. We're going to take the 4 and 10, take that $70 win, right? Make it look like 100 with a nickel change. That nickel, of course, pays for the next vig, right? Because when the 100 pays and it pays $200, right? Probably collect that for the nickel. Put $200 in your rack, pays for the entire spread plus a little bit of profit. If it happens to go again, you get $200 more, coming up to 300, actually come up to 350. Be a boss, go to 350. Still have $150 in the rack, and of course that's going to pay $700. Right, there's your $300, $400, $500, $600, $700. And all told, from a quarter that you started with, there's $7, $1,000, $1,175 plus your quarter, right? You're going to hammer the 4 and 10. You're going to take those things all the way to the house, D-Gen flip style. You're not going to ever collect until you get the big number, right? The 5 and 9, easy, right? 35 looks like 60. 60 looks like 85 for 1. Right? And that's a full press. You can take the reds if you want to, but you got $125 sitting out here, right? Hit 2, you're at 125. Hit 3, right? 175 looks like 300, right? 300 looks like what? 420? $420. And look at that. You turned a quarter into a Barney plus, right? In those 4 hits. Not bad. If you don't care about what's out here. Again, these are like, this is like, I'm just going to squeeze and clench and we're going to go for the absolute sun, right, on some of these things. But if you've already paid for your bets and you just don't give a shit and you're having fun, that's the way you do it, right? That is a strategy, right, called outie here. I'm taking my bets out of here. We're going to go all the way. We're going to get purples and we're going to get the hell out of here. We're going to go to the cage with Barneys, not blacks. That's the idea there. Another one, call Barneytown. What I just showed you, run them all to purple. Never collect. Take every number as fast as you can to purple. Do not collect the thing. 6 and 8, 35, looks like 60. 60 pays 70 on hit 2. Right? Looks like 120. There it goes, 120. 120 pays 140. We can do 150 for 10, right? And it goes all the way up to 200, and we can go to 240, I suppose, right? 240. Finally got our money back in the rack. You could actually go to 270 if you want to, right? Either way, 240 is nice and easy for people to remember, but get some money back. 240, finally on hit number 4, 240 is going to pay 280, right? 275, 280, and there's your Barney, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. There's your starting money, and you got some tip money extra, right? Bring it all the way up. And again, these are like, I don't care, right? I'm going to go to Barneytown. We're going to name a strategy called Barneytown. We're just going to go all the way because we know how to do it now. We know how to press these things hard and take any number to purple if you feel like it, right? That's another way to do it. I think that's all I had You can, of course, do simpler things, right? But again, let's go back over. And I want to look at the other 4s and 10s and 5s and 9s and all that kind of stuff. And let's really talk about it, okay? Again, I'm just having fun. Let's go back over here. Let's go back over here. Booyah. And let's go back a screen. Okay. So all of these strategies, Barney Town, Addy here, Goat, Rico, Recovery Man, Growing and Showing, Philly Special, all they are is me taking one way to play the 6 and 8, one way to play the 5 and 9, one way to play the 4 and 10, smash them together on the bread, put it together, give it a funny name. That's literally it. That is literally how you make a strategy in craps, right? It's not hard, right? Now, what's hard is making them work, right? You need the dice to roll for you, obviously, right? A mind like Wayland's takes those things, right? And says, okay, let's do that. Let's work recovery in. Let's work in, how do we ladder up a loss? How can I combine something else? The thing that made, for example, the Red Cross work really well was it was a strategy like that. It's basically Philly Special and on the box, but it's got a field and a don't pass component, right? And I play the line, right, in that Baccarat hammer style, right? It's more of a stack it, don't rack it on the line while I'm playing the box, right? And one of those two tends to catch fire and you can rock out of it, right? The reason why Jacob's hybrid works, it's because of the rack management, right? Up in the box, do whatever you want to. He's got the big $150 don't. You put 150 up in the box. You can play that 150 like I just did. You can say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a sister press and pull. Sister press and pull. The box is paid for. Now we go to Barney Town. Barney Town on the box. Let that don't pass bet do its thing. And as you're bringing profit in, the don't pass bet gets up, and you know the drill there, right? Strategies are just combinations of playing fun ways, right? Or ways that you think are going to make you money. That's it. Can you change from doing the sister press and regress to go into purple on a number? Hell yeah, you can, right? You take the 9 and you get the 9 hits and you press the 9 and 5. The 9 hits again, you regress back down. You go, well, I did a sister press and regress on 2 9s. The third 9 is telling you something. Time to go play that damn 9, right? Let's stop sister press. Let's just beat the 9. Let's take the 9 to Barney Town, right? You might make that switch in the middle there. Use the strategy, quote unquote, to get you to a place and then make your switch. Those are actually interesting ways to approach things, right? So again, take all the ways, right? We've done the pass line, don't pass line. We've done all the progressions down there. We've taken those things with the parlays. We've done the parlay press. We've done the up and pull, regression up and pull. We've done the stack it, don't. We've done all the ways to play the line. Those can be combined with the line bets. Those can be combined with the field. I've seen guys play field strategies with the line hammer, and that's it, right? A lot of ways to do it. So think about, again, your favorite ways to play the outside numbers or the box numbers, combine them together and make a thing. And that's how you, quote unquote, build a strategy. It's not rocket science, right? The rocket science is in the math of when you collect, when you pull, how you handle your loss, right? I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's go here. Let me go to the questions and look at the chat real quick. Look at all these dumb strategies, right? Again, make them all you want, right? The goat would actually be cool if you did that along with like a tower 6 and 8 kind of thing, right? Actually the Audi here, this one here, if you took those wins and started doing a 6 and 8 tower while you're winning, that would actually be kind of a fun thing to do too. So there's so many ways to do this and have a ridiculously fun time. Let me check chats and see what y'all are saying. Is there anything being said that I need to worry about here? Let's see. The fun fact. Oh, let's see. Oh, good. Yeah. Thanks for the comments on the pics. Yeah, I love people say to me, "Do you like living in Wenatchee?" Right? Because it's a small town. It's not Seattle, right? This is a town of 80,000 people, so it's very small. But we've got like 2 kick-ass Italian gourmet style restaurants. One's more bistro style. One's great. We got we have a bunch of Mexican restaurants. One's really, really upscale Mexican, and a bunch of just great grinder Mexican restaurants. Just amazing restaurants. Killer hamburgers here. It's a good little town, right? There's not 100 choices. There's 25 choices, right? We got, I don't know, everything I need plus the scenery. It's awesome. I love it. Let's see. Let's see. JR says, consider not diverting gains onto non-productive numbers, right? This is one of those things where um, there's all this debate about it, right? Like trend betting, right? Hit the number, bet the number that's hitting, not why would you take a hit on the 9 and press the 5, right? That's sort of the logic there or the question there. And I think that there's truth in that, right? What's coming, bet what's coming. I get it. However, those numbers easily press each other. You get more power on two different targets. You spread it's not as big of power. It's going from the 9 from here to here instead of the 5 and 9 from here to a little bit bigger. You're not as powerful, but you're getting more targets. And I think I always lean on more targets. That's why I like going across versus inside. I'm going to cross better when I'm in the box because I don't want to miss out, right? I get a lot of FOMO in the 4 and 10. I'm not going to miss targets. If I'm in a short game, especially, I want more targets. So for me, that's why I do that. But again, do what you want to, right? Have these things as well or any way as you want to. The recovery is baked into your tactics. I like that. Dave says you don't recover until the wave goes above positive, right? And that's, I think, what I'm talking about here too, is like if I have lost 250, whatever it is, and I've done something, whatever I was doing, let's just take the squeeze play, right? You do a little 220 squeeze play, you're back to 160 across and you're covered. 160 across is out there. That bet is covered. Two ways to look at that thing, right? One is I'm down 250. I just made 160 because I'm out there for free. Take the 160 back and I'm halfway home. Or you say, well, I take the 160, employ one of those strategies, like the recovery man one I just showed you, where you're just going to sister press and get out, and work that as your recovery plan, right? Work it slow until you want to go, right? Some people say, screw that. I think that's what you're saying here. Screw that. I know Ed would say, screw that. Ed would just say, play your way. Just if you lost 250, you lost 250. Okay, fine. This guy here is whatever. Go out there again, 220, and just let it run. That's what Gargoyle was saying last night. He's like, guys with short bankrolls don't make a lot of money because we do worry a lot about recovery. When you're only got $500 and you lost 250, you're like, shit, I got to get that 250 back. You're not backed by another $2,000 that lets you experience that low swing while it comes back. The low bankroll guy cannot do that. They can't survive that. They have to go, shit, my next 220 is going to get me across. I'm going to have to take 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 to get back before I feel like I'm allowed to go for it again, right? I've been in that spot so many times where I've missed out on big rolls because, damn it, I was down, in some cases, $700. I'm like, shit, I'm working hard to get my $700 back. It's roll 30. I've just now gotten to 700 back plus profit, and I really should be at Barney level out there, but I'm not. I'm at black level because I spent so much time trying to recover. That's a low bankroll mentality. That's what Gargoyle was talking about last night. It's a mindset shift when you have money versus when you don't, right? If you have money, recovery is not in your vocabulary. Going is in your vocabulary. There's a difference there, right? For good or for bad. That's how we look at that. So I want you to think about that difference in verbiage there. I think it's an important thing, right? Let's see. The greatest of all time. Yeah. Thorpe, Gretzky. Gretzky was good. Whatever. I never liked his game. I never liked Wayne Gretzky. Can I say that out loud? I've been a hockey player, hockey fan since I was this big. I've never really liked Wayne Gretzky. Sorry. I don't like, just like I don't like Sidney Crosby. I don't like his game either. I like Malkin. Give me Malkin all day long. Give me Evgeny Malkin all day long. Give me Ovechkin all day long. Right? Complete players. Don't give me Ovechkin. To me is the GOAT. I watch Ovechkin play. That guy would have dominated in every single era of hockey. There's a guy that would have dominated in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and as he did in the 2000s. I don't think Gretzky would have dominated in the 70s. Gretzky would have been out of hockey if he played in the 70s. Never would have lasted. Right? Let's leave it at that. I don't know why we're talking about hockey. Anyway, I think we're good. Let's see. The next crap chat. I think are we doing crap chat Sunday? I think we're doing it. We haven't even talked about it yet. As a group, we're not very good at talking to each other. That's probably my fault. But I think we're doing a crap chat on Sunday. I think. I hope anyway. We had to get the group together. Chris might be out of town, so I don't know. Anyway, yes. Check that out for sure. Bergeron, Patrice Bergeron. Okay, I'll go there with you. All right, guys, I'm out. It's only 8 o'clock, but I'm done talking, and I want to leave you with that. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go throw the dice. You guys can go have your day back. I'm gonna throw the dice. I'm gonna play. Let's do something fun. Let's pick one of those. Let's do the sister press and stay. Let's do sister press and stay. And we'll rock that strategy. Okay, we'll do the sister press. We're not going to recover. I'm going to sister press the numbers and stay at that level. We're going to press them both, collect. Press them both, collect on all of them. Let's just see how far I can take that. We'll do a couple of shooters and then we'll call it. How about that? Let's go on here. Let's do it. We have 160 out there, right? Is that right? 160. I'm going to take this out of here. I'm going to put the money, my paycheck winnings back. Leave the 2K there for Monday. We're just going to play the 160. I'll put like $25. I'll put $25 in the rack just so I have some change to play with. Here we go. Let's come on out. I think we made our point, right? We made our point. So we're going to be coming out clean. I think I need a 12. I need a 12 for the all. The 2, look at this. Look at this, by the way. The 6 and the 8 are almost to repeater levels. This has been a pretty good little shooter right here. Over a couple of days worth of work, right? There's a 9. 6, 3, 9. Here we go. We're on the 9. We're going to sister press and stay. Don't have a name for this strategy yet, but sister press and stay put we're going to do as long as I can roll. Okay, here we go. Point is 9. If I 7 out, I'll see you tomorrow. If I get to keep playing a little while, we'll play. Hey, there's the aces. We'll keep going. There's the ace, ace, ace. Whoops, get that in there. Let's see. Didn't take the 9. Hold on. 6, 3, 9. And then there's the aces. Okay. Oh, we're still out in the point. The 9 is the point from before? No, the 9 is the new point. Okay. I thought that's what it was. 9 is the new point. Here we go. Come on, box numbers. Let's go. Let's go. 6-5, yo. 2 horns in a row. See a horn, bet a horn. See a horn, bet a horn. Looks like the aces are green. Look at the colors down below there. The aces are green, and the 11 is also green. So we've hit the repeater on the aces and the repeater on the yo. If you're doing the repeater bet at Caesars, you just made a freaking fortune for $5. You made a lot of money there. 45-1 on the aces, I think, and 55-1 on the 11. There's an 8, a 6 deuce 8. Cool. I'm going to drop $1. Pays 35, drop $1, take them both to 48. Okay, so they both go to $48. That's the sister press. They both go up. Next time, bring money back. We'll do it to all the numbers. Now it's showing that the 8 is the point. What the hell? I don't know. I feel like I screwed the roll tracker up somehow. This thing says 8 is the point. Whatever. I'm not sure if it really is the point, but we'll trust it. Here we go. 6. All right. That was an awesome shot, by the way. I'm not sure if you saw the action on those dice. That was a thing of beauty right there. 426. That's great. $56, right? 55, $56, right? Bring that back. So they pressed them both with the first hit. I'm going to bring money back on the second hit of either. Now the next time, they go up again. Right? It's a good little builder plan. Here we go. Another good looking toss. 6 and a 6. There it is. Ha ha. There we go. There we go. That is the ATS over 2 days. Now you tell everybody. Old Johnny set the board yesterday, came back in today after a good night's sleep, finished it out, and got an ATS over 2 nights. That's awesome. That is Awesome. Oh boy, how funny is that? There's a 6 again, a 5 and a 1. That's awesome. 5 and a 1. Alrighty, that's gonna pay 56 bucks. 55, 56 bucks. Okay, I'm gonna drop a nickel. Press them both by 30. Okay, which is an easy-ish kind of a press. They both go here and here, and what that looks like is 50, 75, 78 bucks. Okay, let's get this looking right. Press them both. There we go. That'll pay, I think that pays 91. If I'm not mistaken, right? 70. Okay, here we go. Oh, my iPad is low on juice. It's yelling at me. Here we go. Looks like a 6. How about that? Yeah. 426. The next time we press, we'll press them more evenly. But for now, we'll take the $91, right? That's awesome. That's a collect, right? Press them both, collect it on one. Press them both, collect it on one. Now the 6 is kind of doing its thing, right? The 6 has been towing the load right here. We may just take the 6 now. We've done some good work with it. I've actually got in my rack, the 160 that I started this round with is already back in the rack. We've already gotten where we want to be. The 6, by the way, just turned green. That's a repeater bet on the 6. Repeater win on the 6. I can't see it. It's an 8. It's the sister. It's the sister. It's a 6, 2, 8. The 8 is almost repeater, but that pays, again, $91, right? Let's press them both to something that makes sense, right? They both have 75. We can go to 120 on each of them. Let's take the reds out of the rack. We'll go to 120. Bring the whites back for later. I'll try and keep those two now at normal bet sizes. We'll make the presses even, but now we got to collect. Next one's a collect, right? See how they're kind of inching their way up there? They're just doing the work, right? Press them both, collect on one. Press them both, collect on one. We're coming out. Looks like it's a new point, so this row won't really count. It's a 5. There's your 5. 3 and a 2. 3 and a 2. They're kind of 6. They're kind of bouncing back and forth. The 8 repeated 2, right? That's 6, 6. Yeah, look at that. Repeater on the 11, the 6, and the 8. Ooh. This might be one for the ages right here, huh? Let's go. 6 again. Wow. Man, I might just take that 6 to Purple Town right here. 426. That's awesome. That pays 140. We follow the pattern. 125, 140. We will collect that. Okay. But let's go to the house. From now on, that 6 is just gonna go. We're gonna not collect again until purple. The 6 and 8, I'm gonna separate them. Did good work with it, but now it's time. Now it's time. Five. Hit the point. That's a 5. 4 and a 1. 4, 1. Oh, that's not that. 4, 1. That pays $35. I'm going to pay it in reds. 35. I'm going to make them both go to 40. Keep 5 for myself. Puck is off. We're coming back out. Now, this roll might go 3 days if I don't get out of here by 8:30. What do you think about that? Let's go. Coming out. Coming out. It's a 6. It's a 6. This would have been a good time, by the way. I should have thought of it to hop the 6s, right? 5-1. We're throwing enough of them. Makes sense to hop it on the come out. Leave the bets off. Because that's like our 7th 6 or 8th 6, something like that. All right. Let's do her. See the other one? It's a 9, 5 and a 4. So there, the 5 and 9 both got pressed last time. Now we collect in here. That's $40. That pays 56. 55, 56. That's a collect. Sister press, sister collect. Here we go. 5, 5. That's great. 4, 1. That makes the 5 also a repeater, by the way. That pays that $56. Okay. Let's press them both with the greens. So 50. Then I look like $65 each. Yep, the 5 turned green. Look at all the green down there on the repeater section. My gravy. My gravy. Let's go. Let's go. 5. Woo! All right. 3, 2. That's a collect, right? Is that a collect? I think it's a collect, right? What do we have on it? We have $65 on it, right? So that's going to pay 70 and 21, $91. $91. Just follow the pattern. Press them both. Collect on either one of them, right? There it is, $91. We need to put the greens pretty soon back in that dealer section. 1, 2, 300 in green. I'm going to put that back over here. All right, we brought back $400, by the way, in this little round. 400 and change. Plus, we got 200 and we got about 350 out there. Generating good income right now, huh? Generating good. Not seeing a lot of 4s and 10s though. Here we go. Oh, that was such a bad throw. Hard 10. Neither one of them hit the end wall, right? Neither one hit the end. That's a 5-5 though. That's our 10. That's our third 10. That pays $50. And we press them both. Sister press. Now the 10 went green too. The 10 has a repeater on it. That was our third 10. The only thing that's not repeated yet is the 4 and the 3 and the 12. Wow. This might be the golden roll, folks. This might be the one that we save forever. And that's crazy. Wow. Wow, here we go. That is a 7. There it is. We didn't get it. That would have been so freaking cool to hit the other repeater, right? There's the 4-3. Just take a screenshot of that. Can we just take a screenshot? Look at that roll, man. That is a repeater on the 2, the 5, the 6, the 8, the 9, the 10, and the 11. We needed one more 4, one more 12, and 2 more 3s. We'd have had a repeater on the whole board. 39 roller over 2 days. Hit the tall and the small. That's pretty okay. That's pretty okay. And what's funny about that, right? This whole thing, let's color this up real quick. There's a 15 in whites. In the reds, we've got 25, 50 in red. And we have the blacks. So there's 450, 472 today, okay? Notwithstanding what we burned up top. Of course, we burned a little bit up top, which is fine. I want to see what it generated just because it's fun. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, $475. It generated 475 up top and 470 down here. So it generated $900. That's cool, right? It brought my, but remember, this is 2 days worth of work, right? So on that same shooter over the course of 2 days, right? We made the $1,000 or we made $2,000 yesterday on Jacob's strategy. I made 2 $500 paychecks, right? Plus all of this over 2 days. Right? We just kept the same shooter going for 2 days and just rocked out like 3 different ways to make money. A little bit ridiculous, right? But you know, that's what Friday Follies is all about, right? So there's put all that money back over there, and we are done for the day, folks. That's it. That was a good week. I had fun with you this week. I'm going to come back to the front screen here and just kind of relate. Oh, that's the wrong screen. We can look at that mountain all day long, can't we though? All day I can stare at that view all day long. Let's go here though. It was a good week. I had a bad last week, kind of an ugly weekend. Things are going on, and obviously, we got our friend Waylon's got his son is going through some shit. That family's going through a bad time right now too, right? So think about that, right? This is fun. Strategy building is fun. All of it's a good time, but there's a lot of reality out there too, right? So, if I have to give you any kind of a final thought right here, it's just going to be that to keep the reality real. Like, don't lose sight of what's happening, right? But also at the same time, don't take all that too close to the heart, right? Bad shit happens, but then you wake up to this and you're like, you know what? God's working in the world in some kind of way. And, I get to come in here in the mornings and talk to y'all. And I remember, right, that we are kind of a good family. We are good friends and all that kind of stuff. And that makes it all okay, right? It makes all the badness, all the ugliness okay because you're not alone in the world. You're not alone in the world, and that's a good way to wake up. So I love every one of you guys. Thanks, everybody, for being here for this week. Next week's topics, I don't know yet. It comes to me over the weekend. We'll decide. Hopefully, a crap shot on Sunday helps drive some of that. And I will see you all as soon as I possibly can. Peace. Bye.